Why bother doing remote work in America when you can go to Mexico and it'll be a lot cheaper? If that's how you're gonna do your job, you're gonna do it remotely. That's why you get all the pump fund lunatics all doing remote access work, from Mexico to their favorite place. Or they do it from China. They just don't do it within the country. But at some point, we need to kick the women out and take the country back, remove all of the foreigners. And then if the women want to come back, they'll have to accept terms, no work, don't work, you don't earn money. You come and help a male start a household. That's what you do. And you don't have to work. That's what needs to happen. So you get used to your remote work in Mexico. Go to Mexico, remote work there, because that's easy, right? Cheaper to live out there. You don't have to worry about the bills so much. Um, Probably be able to save for the future into eternity. You probably be able to buy a house in about 5 years working remotely from Mexico because everything would be way cheaper. I don't know why you don't. You hate males so much in America. I don't know why you fucking hang out in America. You hate males in America so much. Why don't you just leave? I can't. I can't ask somebody for a bus ticket and then get 200, 300 fucking dollars for a bus ticket, at a moment's notice, unless it's my family, the people that hate me. And they'll be like, hell yeah, I want to send him to Alaska. You know what I mean? But if a chick needs, $200, $300 to go meet up with her fucking pimp, then people will give her money for that. Because at least they get to watch her on OnlyFans a little bit more. That's what chicks are doing today. You can just do OnlyFans and make $1 billion. You don't even have to be naked. Ew. That's how you make your money. You just don't do very much. Talk to the right people and smile to the right people. That's literally what a woman's job is. Go to Mexico. Make them happy considering you fucking hate me. If you love the invaders so much, you want to be so helpful to the invaders so much, go there. Go help them. So be it a drain on our fucking society. We want to build. And you got fucking chicks in Britain that are like, let's allow the Muslims to completely take over. Look, I'll go pray with them. All right, well, how about this? Just go to Iran. If you care so much, go to Iran. Go there. I once again had to hear from somebody how invaders should be given sympathy or a single lick of a thought. And it blows my mind because it's a woman that says it, a female. Hence why my live stream late last night. I'm out here working and I'm going 45 miles per hour on a bike to bring somebody their lunch. Okay? I'm risking my life to do it. Perfect. I get some good tips sometimes. I get a great rating. It's amazing. But at the end of the day, I'm doing about 100 times more work than 90% of the female population. Yet they have houses, they have cars. It's not DoorDash's fault. It's not people. It's not the my customers' fault that I'm not making enough. It's the fact that we have invaders taking all of those jobs. So if I could work consistently through, if I could only do 3 orders, if I could work through, get those 3 orders done quick, perfect. Be able to do that. But I can't because there's illegal invaders, H1Bs, all doing fucking DoorDash. Like they shouldn't have licenses. If you're at this point, I don't want to see a single migrant on the road. I don't care. If you're not a citizen here, you do not get a license. You don't get the drive. You have Uber if you're a tourist. You come here. You don't get to drive. You use Uber. If you come here as a tourist, use Uber, use the taxes, use the bus system. You should not be driving in our country. I don't care which fucking country you're from. If you're not from our country, you shouldn't have a license to drive in our country. That's simple. Shut down the Mexican truck drivers, shut them down. The only Americans should be going to Mexico and from Mexico with their big trucks. Should not be a single forwarder on the fucking road. Should be a single forwarder in line waiting for a fucking job before me. I'm sick of women defending the invasion. Go to Mexico. If you really care so much about them fucking Mexicans, go over there. Go help them. You're no use to me. All you do is get in my fucking way on the road, and you continue to vote against America. You don't like the United States of America, get the fuck out. And I hope that AI has a plan for this. I hope the people that are doing AI have a plan for this and actually plan on doing that. Getting rid of the people that don't belong. It blows my mind how badly brainwashed women are. Women this, women that, women the other. Bro, let me do their fucking job. They took all the easy jobs and now they're like, yay, look at me, I'm a strong, empowered woman. You are not. You spend your time going and getting pictures taken of you. That's your great aim to fame. Anyone advocating for OnlyFans deserves to be on the OnlyFans roster and should be forced into it. You should be on OnlyFans. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You shouldn't be on Instagram. You shouldn't be on X. You shouldn't be in these places where, normal people are. But women can go back to Mexico. They care so much about the Mexicans. They don't care about Americans. Go to Mexico and help them, please. Leave. Bring a few crackheads with you when you go. Like when you go to Mexico, bring all the drug addicts that you can over to where they want to be, where all the drugs are. You go to Mexico, you probably get free drugs. Go to Mexico, please. And bring your drug addicts with you. Go to Mexico, ladies. Bring all the crackheads with you too. All your besties. Go fucking hang out with them in Mexico. Go help them sell their drugs. Go to Mexico. If you're a lady, go to Mexico. Go hang out with Mexicans. That's what you care about so much. Go love a Mexican. Care so much about Mexicans. Go to Mexico. All the ladies in America. Go to Mexico. Bring all the crackheads with you, please. All your besties, all your best friends. Go fucking hang out with the crackheads in Mexico, please. Leave here. Stop voting for this invasion. Leave the Jews alone. They're not doing anything wrong. Get rid of the Mexicans. Or go to Mexico with the Mexicans. Bring them with you. I've about fucking had it, dude. You know, I'm done. Everywhere I fucking look is another Plato's Cave. Another group that doesn't take opinions from outside. Doesn't matter what those opinions are, even if they're good opinions. That person isn't part of our cult. Bro, this isn't supposed to be a nation of cults. You get cultism back in the witch trials. That's cultism. Go chase around witches. Well, go to Mexico, go to Cuba, go where they're superstitious, where they do things the same way that you do. They're emotionally triggered rather than logically understanding. Yeah, all the ladies that want to care so much about Mexico, why don't you just go there? It's easy. You got the money to do it. And it'd be a lot cheaper to go there. Stop voting for the invasion of these people. Get the fuck out. Get you out. You care so much about these people that they left behind their fucking country. They abandoned their country. They're here because they left their country behind. That is why their country sucks. Now, this isn't the United States of Asylum. This is the United States of America, where you can come here legally and pursue your dream. Legally. Legally doesn't mean female wants to run fentanyl to the rest of the country, so she's going to, you know, advocate for the invasion, for an invader to come over the border with those drugs to go sell them. I'm totally done. You know, if you care so much about Mexico, go to Mexico. It's not hard. It's not hard to fix them. Well, you set up a fucking turret on your house with a bunch of cameras, solar panels and shit. You go sit up on top of a mountain, you could probably buy it with $10. It's not hard to go to Mexico and be a hero if you really want to be a fucking hero. That's where you gotta be a hero. That's where the Mexican people are supposed to be. So desperate to get people that they put birthright citizenship on the ballot in their country. They're passing it. You know, if you have a baby in Mexico and you're an American, well, it looks like birthright citizenship. Your kid can absolutely become a citizen. So imagine how many people have been kidnapped and brought to Mexico, and how big of a problem it is that they've been raping the women down there and creating babies with them, that they need to have birthright citizenship because there's so many fucking foreign raped outcomes. Like, don't you see what's happening? Open your eyes, guys. If it wasn't the women that were like, oh, we care so much, but we hate our own people so much. That's what they did. They hated us so much. They hated their own fucking selves, their own country, so much that they allowed an invasion. They wanted to play the oppression card so hard that they wanted to make that invasion look like it's their own situation. Woe is me, my country sucks. Just like the Mexicans are, my country sucks and I need to leave, but I'm never gonna actually leave the nation. Bro, it's easy for you to do that. You know, I'm stuck in a house that I don't want to be in because I'm stuck. Because I don't have the money. I can't ask people for a loan to get in the fucking car and just fucking go. No. But you can. You go on your fucking Snapchats asking people for $250 for a fucking for a bus ticket so you can go hang out with your pimp. A $250 investment, yeah, it goes far. You get $100 a day. Plus some crack, I'm sure. You. So why don't you go to the country where all that stuff originates from? You care so much about not being here in this country, and you have the means to get out. Get out. Go to Mexico. You want to be the savior god of Mexicans? Go to Mexico where they're having the issue. Why are they leaving Mexico? Because they're leaving Mexico. Because people are abandoning it. Go there. Go save their country. Go create babies with them. Do something. You're not making babies here. Get the fuck out. Go somewhere and be useful somewhere. You got a population decline in this country, especially when it comes to native-born citizens. Go to those other countries that you want to bolster. That's the end result to what you're doing, is that you're making their country more populated, but it's not getting any better for them. Make the people that are causing the issue, that are just sending money back, just fueling fucking wars. They're fueling, like, gang wars in their own country, where they belong. If you're in solidarity with Iran, get the fuck out and go to Iran. If you're in solidarity with, I don't care, Israel, go to fucking Israel. I don't care which country you're in solidarity with. Think about America for once. You got a bunch of people people. You got me stuck on a fucking bike for the last 2.5 years because I couldn't get a transmission fixed. My whole life has been destroyed because I can find a person to get my transmission fixed. But I'm sure there's a chick out there getting free fucking money to go get her brand new car. Just for staring into a fucking camera and just being a retard. Great. That's how women make their fucking money. That's why they're so fucking stupid. Because they're just staring into a fucking camera. They're doing nothing to actually produce anything. And then they have the nerve to complain about it later. What was that? I gotta go back and see what the hell that was. Or look at my tire and see if I got a fucking flag. I just heard ting, ting, like as if something just came out of my tire. I hope it didn't puncture my tire. I hope it didn't ride along with me for a second. Any new holes? Like most of the people who are being jerks to me on the road are women. They're the ones that are like swerving at me and stuff, and the very old men. It's generally not young dudes like in their 30s. It's usually like dudes that are in their fucking 50. You can tell that they have gray hair, that they're just angry at the world. You can tell the way that they fucking act. There's a lot of like you can tell someone's behavior by the way that they drive. It's easy. The whole system's messed up, dude. I'm sitting here like, okay, so I went to a store and it was only cash. It was like 5 minutes before the store closed and they were only accepting cash. And I was not on a cash order, right? So I go to unassign the order through the app, through Dash, through the Dashing app, and I said that the store is not accepting orders. The automated system decided to mark that off as an incomplete order, which is against terms, which is against, you're not, if I go to the store and the store can't process the order, it's supposed to be unassigned and not affect my completion rating. But for some reason, it affected my completion rating. Now, 2 days ago, I called DoorDash to go get it fixed. It's been 2 days now. And I don't know if it's been fixed yet, because I haven't checked yet. I could check right now. I got it open on the dash. The whole system's just collapsing. You can't get anything done. Let's see what the rating is. See if it fixed, if it got fixed. No, it didn't. It's still not fixed. Fucking wasting my time, dude. They can't look into it real quick and see that, oh, okay, it was 10:55, first of all. The store was closing down. That seems right in line with, hey, we're only accepting cash, because maybe the systems aren't actually activated or something. Maybe something happened at the end of the day. Who knows? But whatever the case, it didn't have the ability for me to take a picture as evidence. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? Why didn't it have the ability to take a picture to show that in some way that the store is not accepting orders? There was a sign that said cash only. When the store is closed, you can take a picture of that. But whatever the case, I've already told support, hey, look, this is what the situation was. And they want to leave that up there. They just want to leave the mark against my order because it's just people want to harm other people, and that's all they care about. That it's not, the problem isn't the women. But the women are becoming the problem. They're getting in the fucking way. So I need to go to fucking Mexico so we can fight it out ourselves here in this country. We need like old fucking 10 years. No women here. We need to fight it out our fucking selves because you assholes want to fucking keep competing and you don't want to get anything done. Yeah, there needs to be like civil fucking war among the men. I'm sick of the competition. I'm sick of people getting in my fucking way on purpose. And then on top of that, I got a woman get in my way. If it's a dude in my way, I can fucking smash his ass down. If it's a chick in the way, you're just being annoying. I can't do anything. You know what you're fucking doing. You're using your weakness as a fucking cudgel piece. Out of the country so we can solve this ourselves. It's not nobody, no dude in their right mind, no decent, good dude in their right mind wants to fight women, okay? Nobody wants to do that. That means the women need to get the fuck out of the country so we can fight this fucking war. Because people want to keep fucking dicking around and destroying everything. We need to be able to fight without distractions. Get the fuck out of the country. That's what needs to happen, a civil war. We're on the way there. Leave the country, go to Mexico, get birthright citizenship, you get your kid, now they're a citizen of Mexico, and you can leave me the fuck alone. If you care about them so much, you should just go there. Why not? If shit goes bad in America, where do you think Americans are going to run to? You think they're going to Canada? Think about it. That's where you want to be. You want to get there first. You know? So go to Mexico. Goodbye. You go to Mexico, you'll be there first before everyone else. That's where all our moms go. Let's go into these other countries. Yeah, if you're looking for the money, like, the money's kind of dried up here, girls. Go to Canada, go to Mexico. I have a feeling even the money that you were getting, it's kind of dried up by now. You're not able to flash a tit and then get $50 anymore, probably. People aren't that desperate anymore, probably.
gonna be like 95 degrees right now, and I can only tell that because of the intensity of the sun. And I don't even feel it. I literally got a vest on too. Yeah, this whole internet shit's gonna get shut down at some point. Nobody's gonna want an AI surveillance system in their hands. That's basically what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a nanny. There's only one way for me. Like, they're like, oh, well, the government, they can't do that. It's illegal. No, they can't do that, but private companies can. That's what you don't get. You know, government isn't technically the biggest enemy out there. Like, people are like, oh, government's the enemy. No, not necessarily. Big government is. What's coming is going to be devastating to a lot of people that expect to have privacy, that expect to have what they own, expect a lot of things that, you know, were not normal, are not normal in other countries. Stuff that the people that are making these platforms know about. They know how to control people. Sweet. Big pop. It's a leaf. Yeah, if you like the country, if you like Mexico so much, you're not going to save them by bringing them here. You're destroying their country. Because I'm already supposed to have arrived and picked up the order. This thing is not calibrating the time correctly. There's other people that are going 65 on that road. I'm going 45. Somehow I'm late to pick up the order. That makes no fucking sense. This thing's registering the wrong time because people are speeding constantly.
Yeah.
Put the DoorDash for Janexy. That's how you pronounce it.
Janix.
Yep, that's it.
Then, in 200 feet, turn left. Drive south. Then, in 200 feet, turn left.
Think about why things are the way they are. Their country was made to suck by USA. Their country wasn't meant to anything. What are you talking about? Their cartels run everything. Okay, that took me like long enough. I'm freaking down.
Drive west. Turn right.
I'm going all the way down there, dude.
Drive west. Then turn right.
I have no idea where the fuck it is. Oh my god. Alright. Oh. Okay. I guess I am going this way.
Then turn left onto Sorrento.
Okay. That's weird. Why is it telling me Cape?
Turn right onto County Park.
I am behind this person, waiting for them to move. The fuck is this person waiting? It's like, even if I was on a bike and I was gonna go through that light, like, bro, there is a bike lane there. People aren't really using their heads. that's smart too. They put like a ledge up before you get onto the actual property. Oh, nice. Construction. Here we go. That door's huge. I'm just thinking. Okay, and in the dash, because likely because of the area that I'm in, it'll bring me to a place that's super far away. Wait, that was extra $3 per order. I would have ended up being offered $5 to go 8 miles. Huh. That was actually 9 miles. Bonus boost available now. Interesting. So yeah, now I get the dash off. Let's have a conversation. Women everywhere complaining about there's no good men out there anymore. There's weak men everywhere. Like, these arguments work if you're not the one who fucking caused it. You tell the dude that he's not even allowed to say something against the invasion of his country. Yeah, you're gonna turn that dude into weak. You're gonna throw him into cuffs because he said that he doesn't want somebody, breaking into their country. That's insane. You have now just effectively made that dude 100% weak. He's never gonna come out of that. The same kind of shit was going on in school. It was like, well, first of all, when it comes to females, you're not allowed to argue with them. They're allowed to argue with you. Imagine that, right? So you're not allowed to argue with the females, but the females are allowed to absolutely argue with you and get in your way. Wait, is this? Can I take a break here? Oh, all these freaking streets are named the same. It's one site. Literally, it's got the same name for the street. But yeah, you keep putting dudes you put them between a stone and a stone, and you ensure that they shall never have an outrage or an outburst at all. When they do finally have that outburst, it's going to be like this. Like, for a logical person, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like thinking deep about the actual problem of the real root of the issue. Okay? The root of the issue is that we put women in charge and they started caring way too much about everyone but the people who care about them. Everyone except for the people that care about them. So that's how we got into this mess. You got people that, ended a person's life and they're back on the streets the next day. How could you? Because we care so much. No, it wasn't about care. They were doing it on purpose. Every self-harm situation I've ever seen is usually a female. It's like, oh, I'm gonna, harm myself. The only person that I see the opposite happening, an abusive situation, is the person that actually created me. I see the opposite come out of that person. She's not really like, oh, it's self-harm or anything. She's like, oh, I'm gonna take a fucking hammer to everything instead. That's the solution to the problem for her. That's great. They repaved the road. I don't think it's going going to solve the problem with broken bottles and pieces of glass. There's pieces of metal everywhere. Yeah, this is what happens when you put a logical person between a rock and a hard place. When you put a psycho, a barbarian between a rock and a hard place, they just break things. That's why you have the youngest generation that's been pushed the hardest, pressured the hardest, put under these kinds of shackles. The boomers think that the schools just let everybody get away with anything. No, that's not how it works. The schools weren't letting us get away with anything at all. You got a rubber band. You flung it at somebody. You're going to the fucking principal's office immediately. There's no tolerance. That was the type of shit that was happening to us. If you dared to even make a paper wasp in class, you'd be in trouble. You'd be going to an office. Remember, I was trying to sell my paper wasps for 25 cents a piece. Other people didn't want to make them. And I got a few sales, but then I got in trouble. The only fucking time I'm ever selling anything in a fucking school, I get in trouble. Everybody else is selling shit all the time. I come up with the most popular weapon, a harmless weapon in most cases. And I'm getting in trouble. There's the double standard layered on top of too much abuse. Talk about oppression. I wasn't allowed to argue at all. I wasn't allowed to have a brain in school. Oh, you want to have a brain? You want to think? It's not allowed here. Don't you see? Now you're in this building, you're not a human. Learned everything that I learned in school outside of school. I read the books outside of school. That's where it all started in school. This whole oppression. And the women are the most vulnerable to it. That's why it's an issue. Dudes can rise above it in most cases. Deal with the school itself, the teachers bullying you, and the kids bullying you, and your parents are bullying you. Everybody that you know is bullying you. That's when you're between that rock and hard place. You can't get out of that situation at all. And that was my situation. I had my parents bullying me. I had the school bullying me. I had the kids at school bullying me. I had everybody bullying me. Even my friends would treat me like I'm, less than my house was important to go to my house and have all the freedom that they want. But me, I'm not important. That's how it was. So I was put between a rock and a hard place. My brain had to go overthink. Why is he overthinking so much? Why is he, going blah, blah, blah all the time? I was put in that spot where I had to overthink. I had to figure out, why the fuck is this happening? Mosquitoes are even out during the summer, in the middle of the sun. I'm not gonna say these are mutant mosquitoes or anything. Yeah, the whole system's broken and we need to fix it. How do we fix it? Well, first of all, it's awareness to know what the problem actually is. At this point, yeah, it's the males that are the problem, but we can't get to the males because the females are in the fucking way. Get out of the damn country. I want to know if it's a male or a female that's driving by me in that massive fucking box and threatening my life by getting within 1 centimeter of my handlebars as they pass. I want to know if that's a dude or a chick. If it's a chick, I don't want to run him down and fucking pull him out of his fucking vehicle. Alright? If it's a fucking dude, I do. That's the problem in today's society. You have a bunch of leaders that are women, and you can't attack the fucking leader. You can't go after the actual problem, the root of the problem, because there's a fucking women likely on the other side of it. Get out of the way. Who the fuck my enemy is. If it's a woman, I can't attack. If it's a male, I can absolutely attack, and I want to know that it's a male. I have a bias when it comes to causing harm. I do not want to cause harm to a female, except for emotionally, to get the fuck away from me. Yeah, maybe emotionally, in the way that, hey, leave me the fuck alone. And not caring about how they feel in the way that I said, leave me the fuck alone. Say, please. Where's my emotions? I don't give a fuck about your emotions anymore. I don't have any left. So a rich person just basically was going to only pay me $5 to ride 9 miles. But because it's $3 boost time, I got an extra $3. That was a filthy rich fucking person. That was insane. I still love my customers, no matter who. Amazing to see the trend. When I see somebody that's rich give a $2 tip, they're like, what the fuck, dude? What they're really doing is they're waiting for the chick to come, and then if it's a chick, then they can offer them money to, get in the bed with them. That's what's really going on. That's what's really going on all the way out there. So the women need to get the fuck out of the country. Bunch of chicks standing in front of the enemy saying, oh, why aren't you doing anything to stop this person from hurting the country? Because you're in the way. Get out of the way. You're being held hostage. You're being held ideologically hostage. Get out of the way. You're being told to care. Only if it's somebody from outside the country. Never if it's your own fucking people. I've been on a bike for 2.5 years. Not one woman is like, hey, I got an extra 10 grand from OnlyFans. I'll fucking help you out. I didn't have to do anything for it. Nobody's gonna fucking help each other. And the dude sure as ain't gonna fucking help the competition, man. Understand that. Dudes ain't gonna do anything to fucking fix anything with the women. We need to get the women out of the way. dude's dick. Ew. That's not logical at all. That's not how you vote for things. It's stupid. Being able to fight my enemy. I don't know who the fucking enemy is because the women are in there. Get the fuck out of the way. Why are you driving cars? Why are you in the workplace? Why are you in the place where I need to be competitive? What the fuck? I gotta be competitive now. I can't be competitive with a woman. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. That's what I was taught in school. You're not allowed to be competitive with women. My parents didn't do anything to stop that mentality. They went along with it. My older sister was always right. I'm not allowed to challenge women. Get them the fuck out of the way. Okay, if that's the case. Get them the fuck out of the way. Stop being my competition where I need to fucking fight you. That's why things are fucked. You got people that are in spaces that don't belong in those spaces. I remember the day that at my landscaping job, it was like so many years ago. chick gets on the job and just changed everything. She became the blueprint writer. She would likely suck into the boss's dick. But it was like, you know, child playtime every time she's on the fucking job. It's stupid. I gotta charge my battery before I get back up. Got 10% left on it. Thankfully, I got back with 10%. It's not like it makes any difference, 10 to 11. You know. Yeah, there's too many situations where I've had to lay my guard down because of a female. So that a female isn't, you know, threatened by my success or, you know, maybe my fight. Maybe I'm having a fight. I was taught never to fight in front of a female. Never do it. It's not allowed. If that's the case, get the fuck out of the way so I can fight. Because there's fights that need to be done. There's foreigners that need to be removed. That's the fight's here. The fight isn't over in Iran. Like, the only reason why we'd be going after Iran is because they've been funding terrorist groups that have been affecting us as well as many other nations. So that's why we're even involved with that situation, is because they have threatened us by proxy through these little sneaky groups. Obviously, people are using the same argument with Russia. Oh, well, that's what Russia did. Doesn't matter. That's not our fucking problem. We shouldn't have been funding Ukraine. That's what's, you know, that's what got us over there. If you want to complain about anything, it would be the fact that we even got involved with Ukraine. Our weapons started getting sent over there. Because all the women cared about Ukraine! Kyiv! Oh no, Kyiv! It probably saying that because it sounds, you know, with a high shrill voice, it sounds, you know, annoying. But it's really pronounced Kiev. Oh my God, Ukraine! We gotta care about Ukraine, bro. That was around the time when my vehicle had broke down, or, you know, I was living in a vehicle. I was so stuck. I was in a bad spot. Everybody's comparing, you know, oh my God, Ukraine, bro. Send me some fucking money. I needed some money at the time. You know, I needed some funds. We sent it over to Ukraine to go fight a fucking war. So we can't. We can go and defend Ukraine from Russia, but we can't defend us from Iran, who's sending money that we've given them for aid to terrorist organizations to harm us. Piece it together. Put it all together. Does that make any sense to you? We need to stop the invading force. That's number one. Trump has stopped the invasion. Now we need to get the fucking invaders out. It's going to take a lot more than just law to get them out. That's what people don't understand. Everybody's just pussyfooting around. All these fucking conservatives, they're pussyfooting around. We need to get way more active than this. We need to be like 10 times strong. We need to be building businesses with people within our communities 10 times harder than these invaders are, because they're taking the money. It doesn't matter who's in charge at the end of the day by law. When they got the money, they can go outside of the country and then buy us by proxy. As you can see with the WIBID, look what the WIBID got us into. It doesn't matter if they got the money, that's what they'll do. The people with the money are the loudest voices. Half the problem is that most of the dudes are lazy. They don't want to actually, you know, the rich people, they get their money and then they're done. Then they're done. They're like, okay, I'm just going to sit and chill for the rest of my life. Dude, your money's going to become worthless and your richness isn't going to be a thing in the future because that money is going to keep draining. Oh, then I'll just pump it into pump.fund and I'll go and screw somebody else over. Exactly. That's what you're doing. That's how you're keeping your money. That's how you're keeping your wealth. You're screwing other people over. That's all you're doing. But I gotta go. Do things. Have a good day. Thank you for joining. Hope this people's minds a little bit.